Hello guys, before we start this video, remember to hit the subscribe button and turn notification on.
What is up guys, today I'm gonna be talking about the hero that I think is the best suited for solo carrying if done right. So, as most of you have probably already guessed, the hero that we're talking about today is Genji. He's extremely good when you're able to use the three playstyles that I'm gonna be talking about in this video, or maybe a combination of all three. So, the playstyle number 1 is just staying with your team, poking the enemies with your shurikens and try to focus on not over-engaging. It's so easy, you just have to play safe. So basically, you're just playing safe while being annoying and charging your ultimate. When you've got your ult, try to go for a combo or a 2-man pick. With that, you can go push with your tanks and get a little bit of progress in, and then you just repeat. This style is even better with Ana or Zarya, as getting 2 or 3 picks is really easy with Ana, Zarya or other combo heroes like Reinhardt. Backline and go in with your team only, since going in solo doesn't achieve anything and you'll die and lose an important member of the team early on. Okay guys, so this is the playstyle number 2. This is a little bit riskier and harder to pull off, but this way is good for snowballing and winning. You basically just go dive on the squishes, like the supports, and if you're feeling really greedy, you can go for the DPSs. When there are no healers or DPSs, you can just go on the tanks with your team and destroy them. I would recommend you to practice this style, as it's a very consistent one, and if your team isn't very communicative, style number 1 won't work well. So you can depend on this one. Okay, this is the last one. Playstyle number 3. This style is good for a newer Genji player, as it is not very hard to master like the 2 other ones, but can still definitely get you the diamond. So what you do, you just go to a high ground and poke the enemies constantly. When they are low on health, dash in quickly, do a right click melee and dash up when you've got the kill. Own with your team when you have got your ult. Don't go in by yourself and play safely, but take some risks as well, such as when someone is low on health, go for a pick. It's basically high risk, high reward. And also, you should really go flank and poke them from the back, and when they come for you, go back to your team and push together when they are in the back line. If you drag 3 or more people after you, you can easily go push and get the point. Use your mobility to your advantage, since you are very hard to hit. Wait for your team when you Dragon Blade. When you Dragon Blade, your goal shouldn't be to 1v6 outplay them, it should be going 6v6 and overpowering them, so they don't have time to crowd control you as soon as you go in, as your team can hit the roadhog hooks, etc. Try to go for a high ground, since many people don't even look up. And dashing and doing a quick right click melee combo is easier, since you can't dash over them. Focus on finishing people off. If you choke on a kill, you are going to get hooked or pinned, or just instantly killed. Focus purely on your attacking options and you might pick someone off, but you likely won't live long enough to do it again. Use Genji's fantastic burst damage and mobility to focus on wiping out the enemy team's most irritating support heroes. He's also fantastic for getting behind shields to deal with well-positioned turrets. Genji's double jump can really catch an opponent by surprise in a duel. Get used to working this mobility option into your combat routine to make it that little bit harder for the enemy to pick you off. Know your targets before letting rip with your ultimate, and have a plan in mind where you want to head once this target has been taken care of. Note that while Deflect will ward off any projectile shots that come Genji's way, this skill will not prevent melee attacks, beams or channeled weapons from striking you. You want to tot up as many squishy kills as possible while you have the means to slice through them all with relative ease. This skill will also not prevent any splash damage from taking a chunk out of your health pool either. Use Deflect to rage towards a tricky Torbjorn turret or a bastion and ensure you arrive in one piece and can take your target out. You're not limited to horizontal movement with Swift Strike by any means. You can actually use this vertically if you need to. Always have an escape route in mind for when things go wrong, and be ready to make use of Genji's incredible mobility passive at every stage of the fight. Remember that this ability resets if you score a kill with it. Look for weakened enemies you can slam into. That's all for today. Enjoy the gameplay!
Okay, now I'm going to show some good combos. Okay, first combo. You need the left click, then you shift, right click, and then you base step. Okay, this is last combo. You need the right click, shift, right click, and move.